Alright, so I'm going to do a review of my new sleeping bag that I just got in a couple weeks ago. It's from a company called Outdoor Vitals. This is their Summit 20 degree model sleeping bag. If you guys haven't heard of Outdoor Vitals, I hadn't heard of them very much before I got this bag. They're a newer upstart company in the States. They don't sell in stores. Their sales are all direct to consumer. They do that so that they can basically provide the consumer with a higher quality sleeping bag at a better price because you're not paying any of the retail markups. Pretty cool. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I got this bag. I won this kind of by complete random luck in a draw on a YouTube channel that I follow. One of the guys I follow had got a couple of these bags to review, and the company said, yeah, we'll give you another one to give away in one of your draws. So I just commented on the video and got an email, and you know, pretty cool. It cost me about $40 for shipping and duties, and I was totally okay with that. Off the top of my head, I don't remember their American prices. I know I looked up what this bag would have cost me if I would have actually bought it in Canadian with the exchange and shipping and duties. It would have cost me about $230. For a bag this quality, honestly, that is extremely impressive. This bag is going to replace my Big Agnes 30 degree bag this summer. It's lighter. Obviously, being a 20 degree bag is going to give me a little bit more flexibility when the temperatures dip down. I won't have to bring as much in terms of base layer clothing wise, so this is going to save me a ton more weight. Up here in the Canadian Rockies where I hike, obviously we get down to below freezing almost every night in the mountains, so having a bag that gets down in the 20s or 30s is definitely a must. With it comes this cool compression sack. She compresses down pretty good. I mean, that's not even all the way, and that's smaller than a volleyball. I mean, here's a 1 liter Nylon for size comparison, so pretty impressive. For the guys that care about the weights on these kind of things, this comes in at, what is going on here? Scale hates me. Yeah, 1.21 kilograms. So for you guys in the States, that comes about just over 2.5 pounds. Yeah, it's 850 fill down. Pull the bag out for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love the color of this one. It's like neon electric blue. I don't know, I love it. The outer material, it's like a really, really thin but really high strength Ripstop nylon. It's got a DWR coating on it. I have tried that out. I sprayed it with a water bottle. Had a pretty good pool of water up in here. Let it sit for a minute or two. Shook it off, completely dry, nothing soaked through. Pretty impressed with that. Obviously on a down sleeping bag, you want it to be a little bit water repellent on the outside. You know, there's always going to be nights when you get condensation in the tent and you bump up against the walls of your tent. It's good knowing that you're not going to be wet and cold if that does happen. Loft-wise, after about an hour, I found this bag tops out around 6.5 inches of loft, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, very, very high quality, and like I said, this is going to be replacing my Big Agnes sleeping bag in the summer. I know Big Agnes makes some pretty high quality bags, so for a sleeping bag that cost me $40 to be replacing that, I'm not going to complain at all. I don't know if they come in alternate zip side. This one's a right-hand zip. This is just the regular length. They do come in a longer or taller length, or whatever you want to call it. I'm about 5'10", 160 pounds. I've got plenty of room in here. I mean, I'm a side sleeper. I tend to roll at night a bit. I've had no issues rolling around, moving around in this thing. Internal, very nice, soft, very comfortable. The neck baffle puffs up really nice. Nice toggle and cord, cinch up the neck baffle. Got another toggle and cord around the face. The nice face baffle here, which continues all the way down. Got a nice baffle along the zipper, so you're not going to get any air getting in and out, which I like. Along the baffle here, you have got a small pocket. I mean, it's not huge. I don't know, I can get about 3 fingers in there. Maybe stick your headlamp in there. I'm not really sure what else you'd fit, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, just super impressed with it. I mean, it's really, really high quality for anybody looking at getting a new sleeping bag, or even for like the guys who are into the hammocking. These guys have a pretty sweet line of stuff. They got the Summit model bags in a 30. This is the 20, and I think they have a 0 as well. From what I've read in reviews, everybody's got the same impressions that I've got. Just super high quality for what you pay. I mean, this is comparable to a sleeping bag I've got in my closet that I paid $450 for. You know, I'm super impressed with this. So I'll leave a link to their website down in the description if anybody's interested in checking them out. I mean, everything's high quality. Like the high quality YKK zippers. I forgot to mention too, along the baffle, I kind of like, they've got this little thicker material. Like the outer material on the sleeping bag is pretty thin, but they've got this thicker material along the zipper to stop your zipper from snagging. And I've played around with that a bit. Had no issues with the zipper snagging at all. With this bag in particular, I mean, a 20-degree bag up here. This is basically a summer bag in Canada for me. In the Rockies where I hike, we get below freezing almost nightly in the mountains. So having a bag that's going to handle that down to below freezing temperatures is pretty impressive. I can attest to it holding up in below freezing temperatures. I mean, I've been out in the backyard a couple of nights now, not crashing overnight, but just hanging out outside, watching videos on my tablet or whatever for a couple hours, curled up in this, sitting at about anywhere from 0 to -6. I was comfortable. I mean, at anything above 0, I'm right down to just my underwear, and I'm toasty warm. Down to -6, I was wearing just light fleece pants and just a light base layer top, nice and warm, super comfortable. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I could ride this bag easily down to -10. I'd have no issues with that at all. Very, very impressive. So yeah, hopefully this helps anybody out, and if anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask.